Right, down on the plot, I've just picked some veg and put it in my van. Just thought I'd show you my harvest for today. And we have got some Spanish radish. We've got a big cauliflower, which had been picked a day or two ago, but it's not bad. It's quite alright, it's still alright. And then we've got these booties. These are bent squash. They're called bent squash, I suppose, because they're bent and they're squashes. Absolutely fantastic. I've got 3 of them. And a little one. So beautiful they are. We've got some scallop squashes, 3 of them. And in here we have some cucamelons. There you go. Cucamelons. So we've got, that's my harvest for today. Some radishes, and Mick, my neighbour, has given me some potatoes, Golden Wonder. He says they're absolutely crap. He says you boil them up, and if you leave them in longer than 10 minutes boiling, yeah, Golden Wonder. Then if you boil them for more than 10 minutes, they just fall apart. So I guess that's why they use them for chips. Crisp, sorry. So, been stroking the cat hair all over me. I'm going to show something now, what I've learnt this year. And what I've learnt this year is, these here are half-yard long French beans. And they go all the way down there. And as you can see, my runner beans are up there, and they're still growing, and they're growing along, so don't nip the tops out because it stops you getting plenty of beans. Yeah, these are down there. Let me get a shot from a distance away. There, you can see the difference. Runner beans, half-yard long beans. Now I do believe that these are very tender. All my beans always grow well here. There's this one here you can see is dying. And we had a cold night the other night, very cold. Well, it's cold for these plants anyhow. And I just don't think, with them being so tender, that they like chilli. If it had been a good summer where at night time we've got good warm temperatures, these would have been grown well. But I planted them out at the end of May, first week of June, all frost, and as you know, it was bloody freezing there through the nights. And what I've learnt with these is, if you want to grow these half-yard long beans, or in this part of the country, you need to either grow them in a greenhouse. You need to grow them in a greenhouse where it's warm, or preferably down south. But there, I don't think I'll get anything off them. But that's what I've learnt this year. And that is, perhaps try them again some other time, another year, but I won't be trying them next year. I do like my French beans, because you can freeze them and eat your runner beans all through summer. So what I've learnt is what I've just said. I mean, these ones here, look, they just died. I've watered them. There, you just make it out, and there. Not very good. Needs a good weed. Anyhow, that's my harvest. That's my harvest, and what I've learnt this year about runner bean, French beans. Let me just take you in and show you my sprouts and broccoli, and then that's it. Just a quick one today. Get me cage. Right, here we go. This is sprouting broccoli. It's coming sometime. These will grow up to about this height, probably another 1.5 foot, like this one is. And big old plants. Look at the chickens. Nothing coming yet. A little bit of whitefly. Sprouts doing fantastic. Look at this one. It's up to my hip. I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's all on the phone. It's up to my hip nearly. And I've got sprouts coming. I've got small sprouts coming. And don't water these very regular. They seem to be doing really well. This variety of sprouts is called Sandra. Got that from the Rel Seed Company. Every year I try different sprouts. Every year I try different sprouts, and haven't found one that I really like yet, or that's very successful. So fingers crossed this year. They're certainly good plants. Look at that one. So, anyhow, this cage, I built this cage. Built it at work. You just take it apart. It's just screwed together and bolted. These are just loosely laid on. See? But it's strong. I've put some posts in the corner, in 4 posts, just to stiffen it up. But I put this up and then plant my sprouts and broccoli in, just to keep the cabbage white butterflies off, because I can't be dealing with going around squashing eggs, because it's a never-ending job. Just want to try and make it as easy as possible. And I did it this high so I could actually get in there and weed and water without crawling around on the floor. I've got a sliding door I put in to get in and out. It's on 2 runners, 2 bits of metal which I bent and made. And that's the door. Yeah. Sliding door. And originally I did put some butterfly netting on it, but that went, sunlight damaged that. So now I get scaffolding net, just drape it over and weigh it down with a metal pole and overlap it. It's got a good overlap on, look, see here. It's just stapled at places, I just bang a staple in with my hand stapler. And that's that. Anyhow, that's this quick video of it. That's showing you my sprout and broccoli cage, what I've learnt about half yard long French beans, and my harvest. For a little, well, not a big harvest, just a small picking. For the cat here. Just a small picking. Let's quickly show you my greenhouse while I'm at it. Right, chuffed about these. Cucumbers are coming at long last. Got 2 there. Got 1 coming there. So 1 down the bottom as well. No. Oh, I've got 1 there as well, a bendy one. So that's some cucumbers. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are all coming now. These tomatoes are nice. These tomatoes are Jen's. They're a yellow tomato, ever so lovely and sweet. But as you can see, I've got plenty of tomatoes on there. Here, look at these. I think these are black tomatoes. Black cherry tomatoes. That one there, right? That's right. Well, I say black. It's like a browny red. Very nice. I've got some iceberg lettuce here to put out. I've got a cutting of a Yosta berry, which is a cross between a black currant and a gooseberry. Absolutely lovely, making cordial out of them. I've got some more calabrese in here, aloe vera plant, cucamelons, spring cabbage. I don't know what this is. I think it's some sort of cucumber. Not sure. Got given them. Peppers are coming. I get down low. Ooh, getting too old. So these are me. They're about what, 900 mil tall, nearly a metre. They're all cherry bomb peppers. I ain't got any on there. I have. God, bloody hell. Yeah. Yeah. Cherry bomb. That should get round, turn red. Good for putting in oil and stuff, or cutting open and stuffing. But absolutely loads of flowers in there. Should get a good crop of them. This one here, this is a Peter Pepper. I kept the seed back. I don't know if you've researched Peter Pepper, but if you research Peter Pepper, go on Amazon and put in Peter Pepper, and you'll see a pepper in the shape of a cock, basically. Bit of a gimmick. Very hot though. Nice. Right, and down here in this wet patch, every greenhouse needs a wet patch. And that there, that's my first ginger spike coming out. Yeah, ginger. Planting 2 slots of ginger in there. I've got some ginger at home in my greenhouse on the side of the house. In some pots. And that'll grow this year. And I'll leave it in the ground, that'll die back and then come back strong next year. So I've got ginger growing. Got a cucamelon here, all up this window, going over here, there, all the way down, and it's rooted down here. That's a cucamelon. I ain't got any cucamelons off this one yet. They're here, little tiny, where the yellow flowers are. They're all cucamelons, but they just suddenly swell up and you've got cucamelons there. That's just taken over. Who's planted it directly straight into the soil. Best place for cucumbers. Growing cucumbers in pots isn't very good. The roots need to get out and get big, and you'll have much more success with a cucumber planting it direct into the ground. Also, Now I'll do that in the next segment of what I've learnt. Oh, I've got a cucumber here. I'll talk a bit more about cucumbers later. But it's nothing that you can't learn out of a book. But that's my cucumber. Don't know how you pronounce that. Teptana. Again, got that from the Real Seed Company. Seems to do alright. The male and female flowers, they say they need to be pollinated, but they seem to be doing it themselves. I do flick the plant about a bit, and I also douse it with some water from a water spray. These tomatoes here that are a bit spindly, normally really strong plants. As you can see, it's very thin and spindly, but these tomatoes come very early indeed. Beautiful tomatoes. If you get them in early enough, you'll have tomatoes. They'll be the first tomatoes that ripen in your greenhouse, and they're called Stupicee. S-T-U-P-I-C-E. Again, Real Seed Company. I always grow them. This year's been a bit dodgy. They've all forked as though they want to grow into a bush, and they've been a bit of a struggle, but it's certainly a very good tomato. My grapes are going, I don't know if you can see that, I'm sure you can. The grapes are going purple. They aren't very big bunches, but they are the first year that I've had grapes, and I'll try one. I would say, hang on, I don't think they're ripe yet. They aren't very squishy, but they've got the bloom on it that they go on about. Little bunches everywhere, nothing major, but as the plant gets older, it'll just keep producing. On here, you can't really tell because these new branches there are growing, but I've chopped them so that I've got one here, and then about 10 inches along I've got the next growing, and that's what you have to do. But down here where it's grown to reach the end of the greenhouse, at the end, I've just let all these leaves on it just to grow, and I'll sort it out in a week or two's time. But it just needs to grow and get bigger. Anyhow, that's the greenhouse. 2 cucumbers and a cucamelon. I don't know how many. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's the cat. Yeah. Got some grey cats. Got about 4 grey cats. Someone's moved in and got some cats. That's the greenhouse. I think I'll end this here. That's it. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I'm getting a bit happier, getting a bit more comfortable in front of the camera, but still can't be messing about. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, all 4 of you. Thanks a lot. I don't care. I've got 4 subscribers and 61 views. Anyhow, see you later. Bye.